promises, plans, and homecoming. Evening, infirmary. The gentle flicker of lantern light danced along the stone walls of the infirmary. Kristoff stirred in the cot, blinking slowly as the scent of herbs filled his nose. He looked around and saw two familiar faces beside him. Where am I?" he murmured. "What happened?" Kayla leaned over, arms crossed but a grin tugging at her lips. "You passed out. I brought you here with the help of my guards." Matthias raised an eyebrow, unimpressed. "I already told you not to overtrain yourself, Kristoff." "But you didn't listen." Kristoff looked down sheepishly. "I'm sorry, Matthias. I was just determined." Kayla smirked. "And you hugged me." Kristoff sat bolt upright, his cheeks turning red. "Did I? What?" "You shouldn't touch a princess without permission," she teased. "But it's understandable." She straightened, her tone shifting toward sincerity. "As promised, I will ask one of the Royal Knight instructors to train you. That way you will not keep bothering Matthias during his routines." Kristoff, still red-faced, nodded. "Don't worry, Kayla. I will do my best to protect you, my friends." Matthias chuckled. "We will spar again, Kristoff. But next time I won't go easy." Kristoff grinned. "Me neither." Just then, a royal guard stepped in and bowed. "Your Highness, Princess Kara requests your presence in the castle." "Supper is being served." Kayla groaned dramatically. "Ugh, fine. My annoying big sister awaits." She turned at the door. "Goodbye, boys." "Goodbye, Kayla," they called in unison, voices echoing in the warm chamber as the night settled in. The next day, late morning, royal war room. The map of the realm lay spread across a massive table. Wooden figurines marked fortresses and roads. Vincentius stood tall at the head, eyes sharp and posture firm. He gestured across the layout, laying out a strategy of lines and movement. "If the enemy returns, we will draw them to the western ridge," he explained. "Their cavalry will hesitate in narrow ground. Our archers will have the high ground and the wind advantage. Then we will send 2 squadrons to flank from the eastern slope." The royal general leaned in, impressed. "That is a brilliant plan, young lord. You truly have the gift of a tactician." But Vincentius shook his head, calm and reserved. "It is not enough. We must consider 3 moves ahead. The realm can't afford another surprise." A soldier entered and saluted crisply. "My lord, 2 flying ships are approaching the castle. King Francis and Lady Marlene have returned." Vincentius gave a single nod. "This meeting is adjourned. I must meet my mother at once." Afternoon, courtyard landing. A crowd gathered in the royal courtyard, held back by guards as the twin flying ships descended from the clouds. Wind rushed over the stones as wings folded and sails retracted. Soldiers kept order as the crowd watched in awe. The first to emerge was King Francis, arms open wide. "Father!" Kara cried, descending the steps. "Papa!" Kayla shouted, running forward. King Francis embraced them both, joy shining in his eyes. Behind him walked Lady Marlene, her veil flowing in the wind. On the other side of the courtyard, Matthias and Carly raced forward. "Mother!" Matthias called, throwing his arms around her. "My lady," Carly said with a bright smile. Vincentius approached quietly, his steps steady. He did not hug her, but his eyes softened. "Mother!" Kara stepped forward to speak with her father. "How did the peace talks go?" "They were a success," King Francis said. "Their ruler has agreed to visit and witness our justice in person. Prepare the court. The days ahead will be important." He turned toward her. "And how did the realm fare while I was away?" "Peaceful, father," Kara said with pride. "But not because of me alone. Vincentius ruled beside me." The king placed a hand on Vincentius' shoulder. "Thank you, young lad, for watching over my daughter." Vincentius bowed slightly. "I only did my part as her betrothed." Nearby, Matthias stood still, his face solemn. "Mother," he said, "I am sorry I did not ask permission before joining the Templars." Marlene smiled softly. "I already know my child." "What?" Matthias blinked. She laughed gently. "Sir Prince told me. He said you were spying on the fortress from the woods. He saw how you followed the training, how you mimicked the routines. Sir Prince stepped forward, armored and calm. Don't worry, my lady. Your son is doing just fine in his training. Marlene placed her hand over Matthias's head, pride shining in her eyes.